Greetings. Maybe none of you have internet, so maybe it'll just be me. Hi! Whoops. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Happy Wednesday. What a day already. Hi, Naya. So, I hope you missed me yesterday. I missed you. Felt kind of weird. And today, it's kind of gloomy and chilly in Nashville. I might have to turn my heat back on. I don't know. Okay, so today, like I said on Monday, we don't really have a theme for this week. So I'm kind of revisiting and doing some greatest hits, from some of our other theme weeks. And today we're going to go back to a critter, and it is, if you saw my story just a little while ago, you might have seen that it could be a good sort of Mother's Day card or something like that. Doesn't have to be Mother's Day. You could just give it to somebody who loves you like a mother does. Just whatever, just a little idea. But today, you might notice I have two pencils in my hands. I have my little shorty who I've really been enjoying, and you guys have seen me sharpen him almost every day. And it's not that I'm not going to keep this pencil, but I gotta say, it's kind of hard to draw with. Like, I have a little bit of a hard time holding on to him. So I'm going to give you the rare pleasure of watching me sharpen this guy. Are you ready? I'll be back in just a minute. This might take a while. That took less time than I thought. Okay, so today we are going to draw. I've been inspired by the spring and also by an Instagram account that I follow called A Duck Pick a Day. And every day I get a picture of ducks in my Instagram feed. I highly recommend that you follow them as well because it's just sheer joy. But today we are going to draw a mama duck and some ducklings. And it's going to be very simple. I'm going to use just pencil and maybe a little just touch of watercolor at the end. And we're not going to do any warm-up today because if you've been in these drawing lessons with me, you might have picked up on, here comes the cat, you might have picked up on the fact that we start with shapes a lot of times, and those shapes we use very light lines. And so I'm hoping that we can all, oh look, hello, hoping we can all kind of build on that knowledge that we already have, because that is the beauty of lessons. You learn something and then you get to put it into practice the next time that you draw. So, are we ready? So a mama duck and her ducklings. I think I'm probably gonna do, 3 ducklings, but you could do as many as you want. You could just do 1 duckling, or you could do 16 ducklings, whatever you'd like. All right, and just like a lot of times, it might be better for me to do this horizontally, but because of my camera, I'm going to do it vertically or portrait. All right, so we're gonna start with our mama duck, and she's gonna be sort of on this side of the page, and then the ducklings are gonna be behind her over there. So if you're ready, grab your pencil. Look, we're drawing a mama duck and a baby duck, and now it's like we have a mama pencil and a baby pencil. Isn't that cute? All right. We are going to start today with an oval. Hang on, let me get my paper. There we go. We're going to start with an oval, And we're going to start with an oval. Hi, sister. We're going to start with an oval going this way, sort of like I said in our critter week or sometime way long ago, an egg that's fallen over. So it's going to be really light. Wait, that's way too far over. Really light, sort of horizontal oval. And that is going to be our mama duck's body, sort of the main part of her body. And then I'm going to do, kind of hovering up above that oval, I'm going to do a little circle, like so. And then we need to connect what is looking like it's going to be the head to the body. And it's not going to be just lines that go straight down. A duck, much like a swan, but not as beautiful and sort of swoopy as a swan, a duck has just like a little sort of curve. So I'm going to do kind of a backwards C line that goes from that circle down to the larger oval. And that's quite a large oval, so I might make that a little smaller in a minute, but because I have whispered with my pencil, it'll be easy to fix that. All right, and then from the back of the head, we're going to do another kind of swoopy line that is similar to this one, but it's going to be similar to that one until we swoop it backwards like that. So this right here is the head and the neck of our little mama duck. And because this looks a little bit large, I think I'm going to sort of correct that, and I'm just going to kind of take a line down that way. But their bodies are pretty hefty. So I'm going to go ahead and darken that line there. And then back here, I'm just going to do sort of some lines that kind of look like little feathers. Little like bonk, 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 like that. Now, this little mama duck, she needs her a beak. So I'm going to get a little bit closer if I can. That's better. And here we go. I'm going to start kind of right here at the front of the little duck's head. And I'm going to make a line that just goes like that. And then I'm going to make a line that kind of comes in on the head a little bit, because that's one of the things that I think is it's just characteristic of a duck, is that little thing that kind of comes in, and it kind of almost looks like it makes it look like it's smiling. And then I'm going to bring a little line down and then come back to that line like that. And then so that it looks like we have a top part of a beak and the bottom part of the beak, wah, wah, quack, quack. We need to do a little line right here. Well, isn't she cute? And then we're going to do her little eye, which is kind of small. And you know me, eyebrow. And because we've been whispering with our lines, we can erase those. And now, magically, here we have a little mama duck, but she don't got no feet or wings. Now, if you remember from way back in Critter Week when we did our birds, we did a kind of a shape that makes it look like a duck's wing kind of folds up on its body. It's kind of compact, and kind of when it's not flying, it's kind of up against its body. So I'm going to do a little line like this, and then sort of the wing feathers. Now that is incredibly general, but it gets the job done. And then because we whispered with our lines, we can erase that right there. And now, to make it look like this little mama duck is taking a walk, we'll do 2 sort of little legs. And I'm going to make this one kind of going back so it looks like she's taking a walk. She's getting her steps in. And ducks have real big webbed feet so that they can walk well and swim very well. And so here's how I like to do a duck foot. I like to do 3 lines that come out. Sorry, there we go. 3 lines that come out from that leg. And then you do, sorry, that needs to be a little longer. Then you do just these little curved, so it looks like a little webbed foot. So these little curved lines. Ta-da! Look at her. She cute. Dee 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 dee. Do 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 do. All right, now we need some little fluffy baby ducklings. And we're gonna make these ducklings with the same shapes that we created the mama. Ooh, that's a great idea, Naya. Yeah, you guys, a variation that Naya just came up with. You could make your duck in the water. And in that case, you would just do a little water line that goes right sort of here-ish. Naya, that's a fine idea. Why didn't I think of that? Actually, I did, but I kind of wanted to watch. I wanted to see them walking. But I love that you're doing yours that way. All right, so our little ducklings, their bodies are, of course, going to be quite a lot smaller. And I'm actually going to do their bodies. Our mama body was an oval that was horizontal. But you'll notice that these little ovals are a little bit diagonal. I'm going to do those 2 right there, and then I'm going to do this one kind of down here. He's like the little, he gets caught up with all the details of life, and he kind of gets behind. He's like, wait, come back, wait for me. All right, and then we need our little duckling heads, just like the mama. We just have a little circle that kind of hovers above the body. And then, hang on, I just feel like I need to get closer. All right, okay. All right, and now, yeah, we just need to kind of, with a little curved line, we just need to connect our body and our head. I'm going to do all of these. Whoops, sorry. Okay, I'm not going to erase any lines yet because we're not done drawing. All right, next thing I'm going to do, well, because I'm going to do the little, sort of the little wing shapes. And little teeny tiny ducklings, they have little itty bitty wings that haven't really developed all the way. So I'm going to do almost like a little, just a little U shape. And maybe these are kind of like flapping their wings while they're walking. And maybe this guy is flapping his wings this way and that way so that he can catch up. Because it seems like this guy, he gets behind. All right, now, just like our mama, but I'm going to simplify this a little bit. Just like the mama, we're going to have a little beak that comes out and comes back. And goes out and comes back. Kind of like a little foot. That looks like a little foot. I'm going to make this guy quacking. Oh dear. Okay, now I'm just going to put, I don't think that little teeny tiny fluffy ducklings have the very well developed tail feathers that their moms have. So I'm just going to do sort of like a little floop, floop. It's like a little V that turns a corner, kinda. All right, before I put legs on them, I'm gonna go ahead and erase the lines that don't need to be there. And you guys have been with me long enough that you have gotten really good at knowing which lines need to say bye-bye. And then if there's any lines that need to be put back in place. We can do that. All right, before I give them their funny little legs, I'm going to give them their cute little eyes and their little smile and their eyebrows. Eye, smile, eyebrow. And you know what? This guy, he's the Joker, and so I'm going to make him look like he's squinting. And when you want to make something look like it's squinting, you basically just draw a little arrow. See how I did that? It's like a line and then a womp womp. he's happy to be alive. All right. Now, our little tiny ducklings need their little legs, and I'm going to make theirs smaller, of course. And let's practice again those little 3 lines that come out. Boink, boink, boink. And then those little curved lines that make it look like little webbed feet. And then we'll do this little guy. Line, line, line. Hang on, this guy's eyebrow is getting in the way. I'm going to erase that and I'll put it back. Line, line, line. And then this guy, maybe his front leg is kicked out forward because he's trying to catch up. He's the Joker. Come on. There we go. Oh my goodness, they're so cute. Now, right now, these little fluffy ducklings don't look so fluffy, but here is a trick. If I wanted to make, let's say I wanted to make this look like, let's say I wanted to make a ball look like it was a cotton ball or a fluff ball or one of those fluffy dandelion flowers. All I do is instead of just a hard line on this little duckling, I would just do little lines that look like fluff. Along that line, and then on his little tail, you just go boink, 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 boink. And that's going to take me a while to do that on all of them, but I think I will do that a little bit later. But see how now this guy looks like he's super fluffy, and these guys don't look as fluffy. So you just go. Naya, that's a great question. There are different colors of ducks. One of the most, while I answer Naya's question, I'm just going to make all these little fluff lines. A lot of the pictures that I have seen of mama ducks, they are just white with really orange legs and feet and beaks. And then their babies are kind of a buttery yellow. But then there are all manner of other kinds of ducks. There are these beautiful kind of brown sort of stripe, like some of them have a stripe across their eye. Some of them have a little bit of blue on their back. There are mallard ducks. Well, the males have the green head. So they're all different colors of ducks, and their ducklings are different colors as well. So like if you had a mallard duck, their ducklings are not butter yellow. So that would be a different kind of duck. So that might be something that maybe your dad could help you look up some different kinds of ducks. That is a great question. But like always, if you just want to have fun and you don't want to be super duper realistic, you could make pink ducks or, light blue ducks. All right, this is really, really cute. And you know what I want to do? I think I want to make a little path that they're walking on, because that's always a cute idea. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start over here. And yet again, this is going to bring back into play one of the tricks that we have learned, which is learning how to make a line look like it's, or making something look like it's behind something else by just stopping the line. So let's say there's a little path, but it is going behind the duck. So I stop the line here, but I continue it over here. And let's say it curves down like that. And then the other side of that path, it could kind of come down this way. And they're just taking a little stroll. Where are they going? I don't know. And maybe there's, I don't know, maybe there's like a hill, maybe they're in a park, maybe they're on their way to the pond to go for a little swimming lesson. Maybe they're in a countryside. I don't know. That's the fun thing for you to make up. All right, so this is what we got for today. And the things that you can do now are kind of go back and sort of darken some lines if you need to. You guys know what I do need to do on this duck is I'm going to color in her eye a little bit more. And then they actually have a little bit of a point right here. Also, right now, I'm feeling like there's something wrong here. Would you all allow me to make a little correction? I feel... Casper, that is a fine idea. I'm doing that right after I do this. You're brilliant. Okay, here's what I did wrong. It's not wrong. That duck was lovely, but here's the correction that I'm going to make, and you don't have to do this. A duck where their little mouth line comes back to their face, the top of the beak comes back like this, and then it comes back like this. See the difference? I think that was necessary. All right. Now, Casper had the fine idea that maybe I think what he means is right over here in this area, there is a pond. And so what I'm going to do is just draw some little water lines like this. Maybe there's a little bit of a breeze in the park, kind of like there is in Nashville today. And maybe there's a little stone next to the water. And maybe there are some reeds sticking up. Maybe there are some cattails. Have you guys ever seen cattails? They look like a hot dog that's about to get roasted. That is what a cattail looks like. But it's a plant. And it's brown and it's kind of like fuzzy and prickly, kind of. I think I'm going to do one down here too. Casper, thank you for that idea. Let's just put a couple more of those. Kind of like when we did our spring week and we made daffodils and tulips, and their leaves look kind of like the blades of a sword. I'm doing those. And then a cattail, it's like a big line that goes up. And then there's like a hot dog on it, and then the end of the cattail. What an interesting plant. Boink. And they usually grow at the edge of the water. Well, my heavens. And then, because we just always do, I'm going to put a little sun. And a little cloud. And maybe some of their duck friends are flying off somewhere else just to go have some fun somewhere. All right, so we have our mama duck and our baby ducklings and this funny little guy whose eyebrow I never put back on. I'll put it right there. Good grief, adorable. All right, so I'm not gonna do a whole lot of this, but I do want to put just a touch of some kind of buttery yellow on my little ducklings. That's way too yellow. Hold, please. very light little wash of yellow. Doink, doink. Oh, they're so cute. Yeah. Now, here's a question. What do you do when something is supposed to be white on a drawing that you've done on white paper? What do you do then? Of course you can leave it white, but I've got another just little trick for you that you might enjoy. I like to take a little bit, especially if it's a duck, I like to take a little bit of sort of a gray or a bluish gray and just put some shadows on it. So if the sun is shining in this little duck, and you guys, this is the part where if you just want to use some crayons or colored pencils or markers, whatever you want, you go for it. But this is just a little interesting little watercolor lesson. If I have something that the light is shining on and it's really bright white at the top, maybe down here on the belly of the duck where the light isn't getting to her, maybe she's just got a little shadow. Oop, cat hair in the paintbrush. So maybe it's just a little wash like that. Just a very light little bit, and maybe there's a little bit up under her chin, on the front of her body. So now, even though she is a white duck, she doesn't have to be totally white. And we can also give her her cute little orange beak and her cute little orange legs, orange feet. Wait, now, hold on. Now I've got to do these little guys before I go, before I say farewell to you for today. Now, you might have gotten this message on Monday, but if you did not, let me go ahead and tell you that the next time I will be here with my little drawing lesson will be on Friday. I will not be available tomorrow. My apologies, but I will be with you on Friday. Here we go. Cute, cute, cute. Yeah, colored pencil would be another really great thing to use on this because it's got some little itty bitty spots. Okay, so I'm not going to go ahead and paint every other thing in the drawing, but I did paint the important parts. Do you know what I have to do before I go? Is I have to, because I'm feeling the love between this mama duck and her baby ducks. I think that she loves them a whole lot. And so I'm going to do a little trail of pink hearts because her love is sort of like flowing off of her and it's going backwards. And it's showering down onto her little ducklings, who she loves. Because that's what moms do. Now I'm gonna cry. I'm kidding. I mean, I might later. Oh dear. Okay. Casper is putting an exclamation mark next to the squatting chick. That is a great idea. I can't wait to see it. Casper, please send me a picture. All right, boys and girls. I think she has a little heart right above her head because that's where her love is as well. Dear, dear, dear. Well, that was fun for me. I hope you liked it too. Sometimes this is just what we need. I had a morning where all I was thinking about were scary things and just drawing a mama duck and her babies, really, that's powerful stuff, isn't it? Just makes everything feel a little bit better. I feel better. Phew. So glad that you were with me today. And I think the sun's going to come out in a little while, so I'm going to go for a walk and I'm going to ask it to just come on out. Because guess what? I think there is a full moon about to happen. Maybe it's tonight, maybe it's tomorrow night. But I want to be able to see the full moon. So if you all would join me in asking the clouds to go away, I would like to see the moon. Remember to wash your hands. Drink your water. Be good to each other. And join me again on Friday, where we will do something else fun, because that's what we do. We do fun things. So I and my mama pencil and my baby pencil say goodbye for today. I will not see you tomorrow, but I will see you on Friday, and we will draw and we will probably laugh and we will have a little bit of fun. So with all of that being said, all of my love to all of you, and I'll see you Friday.